Alright, well, you didn't miss much. Pretty much I just, I don't know. I didn't really do too much of anything. I kind of just talked to myself a bunch. And the mic was muted since I got back. So we're going to go into Athens. And, I don't know. Did anyone really care that I killed a bunch of lions and I raided a fucking quarry pretty shittily? No? Okay. You didn't miss anything then. Very good. What did I talk about? I talked about the Prince of Persia movie. I thought it was not bad. It wasn't an amazing movie, but it was pretty much, I would want to say, one of the better video game movie adaptations. I talked about how they may or may not ever continue the Assassin's Creed movie with Assassin's Creed 2. Mostly because you can't tell the story of Assassin's Creed or, you know, a very big video game franchise. You can't really do that in the scope of, I want to say, 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like, it's just impossible. How could you tell a multi-installment game story, like, add to it, and you have to establish it for an audience who has probably never heard of Assassin's Creed outside of a random television commercial or YouTube ad. You have to establish all of that in the span of 2 hours. I think it was an hour 56 minutes. No way. The movie would have needed to be at least almost double the length. It would need to be almost a 3-hour movie. Would need to have, like, because the Animus itself is pretty much magic, for lack of a better phrase. It is essentially magic. Well, of course, immediately comes out swinging with the red. That time I just walked out of it. Maybe rolling kind of locks you in place for that. I don't really know what else to say about it, so maybe I should just normally walk out of it, I guess. Full combo. Whatever. I'll take that little bitch boy hit. I'm surprised that that perfect dodge, given how close it was, or well, it wasn't a perfect dodge. I'm surprised it wasn't a perfect dodge. No, fuck you. Dead. Ah! Because for what it's worth, I did like the Assassin's Creed movie. I said this a little bit in Origins when I was playing it. It's not a bad movie if you're already a fan. I think the biggest problem with it is that if you're not a fan, you pretty much have no clue what the fuck is going on in the whole movie. Because they didn't focus it the way that I feel like it should have been. I think a lot of people said that the number one critique that's going to go wrong with this movie is that you're going to set it in the present. Because they said distinctly that the vast majority of the movie is set in the present. There's not a single Assassin's Creed game where the vast majority of it is set in the present. That has never happened. That's actually the opposite of what the series tries to do. The series is not about the real world bullshit all the time. Half the time, I would argue, it's not even very well written. It's not very inspired. I'm actually surprised I killed all of them. Don't get me wrong, the fire weapons are cool as fuck. It's just that they're pretty dangerous, because you can light yourself on fire. So almost nothing, I would argue. Okay, well, we're done, actually. I think they had good characters. I think part of the problem is that a lot of, like, it's just too much stuff to do in too little time, because they had throwback characters to people from the video game series that they didn't talk about. that were just kind of there but weren't really acknowledged. They had a variety, like, you know, they had so much wealth, but it's a video game, you know. A video game you can have be 50 hours long, like this game will likely be, maybe more. You can have a video game be like 50 hours long and people won't complain, but you can't have like a 3-hour movie that doesn't accomplish much. Alright, well, we're at Athens.
The gates are shut, no trade can come or go, and an army of Spartans waits for its prey.
Yep, a city besieged. The cradle of Western civilization. Okay. I mean, seems like there's a couple things outside of it. It's just impossible, you know. I don't know. Apparently there's supposed to be a Division movie. There's no Division movie. At least not that I'm aware of that's coming out anytime in the near future. Apparently there's supposed to be a sequel to the Assassin's Creed movie. I doubt it. Who knows? I mean, that's ultimately what it just kind of always boils down to. They say they're going to make 800 movies about these various games, and then it just never happens because, I don't know, people don't want to watch video game movies. Like, you can make a video game out of a movie. It's a lot harder to do the reverse, even though it sounds a lot simpler on paper, I feel. Like, I'm not an expert, but I just feel like it's a lot harder to condense, like, something that can be as long as it pretty much wants to be, because it's pretty much reusing coding, than it is to make basically a piece of art. If we want to go there. Is he dead? Wow, yeah, he is. I crumpled this dude like paper. Wow, that was quick as fuck. No, bitch. Get rid of that shit. Oh boy. And here he is. I like how they're like, oh, bounty hunter coming, and he basically spawns on top of me. Secret Epigoras. Maybe I've seen him before, I don't know. Alright, so now we're in Greater Athens anyway. Let's see. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Like I said, this is going to be one of our great big open world, traditional Assassin's Creed style areas, you know what I mean? This is going to have, it's basically a giant city. Which is actually kind of weird it took us this long to get to one. I guess maybe there's only a few of them in the game. Everything else is like small settlements and villages. Because Origins pretty much opens up with one right off the bat. Most games do, to give you like a hub. I'm getting a hub here. Fairly straightforward. Crumple him like paper, man. You just disrespect this man's life. I don't have enough. Shit. There's definitely something there. So I won't investigate it. Ow! That's one to combo it with. course, this guy is getting closer. Oh, that is lame. Can't climb up it because he hits his head instead of grabbing the awning. Okay, well. I have to try real hard to get this guy.
That was what was that?
What was that?
My mind must be playing tricks on me.
Absolutely, dude. Had a little bit too much wine last night. Why can you not critically assassinate? Some people, yeah, some people it's weird. You can't critically assassinate them. Maybe because they have a shield? I have no clue. Pretty much, and dead. I should get rid of this guy, because you know if I don't, he's just gonna literally chase me down the whole time. So, let me get rid of him. Damn! I basically killed him. I literally did. I blew his ass away. Mercenary boots. I deleted this man. This guy's running. He's losing his shit. Yeah, you know this game is not gonna hold any punches with having any historical locations. And I remember thinking a few years ago, before Origins was announced, it would be silly for them to try and like have an Assassin's Creed game set before Assassin's Creed 1. It's kind of like, what would they even do? What would the tech be? How would they have technology, you know? How would you be able to pull off the modern stuff that you do in all these other games? And to be fair, you kind of still do it. It's still the same shit. They kind of mixed it up. The double takedown is a little bit different in all these games. It's not the same. Oh, I didn't even see it. Oh, no, he was too far away. It doesn't matter. Well, this is more fun anyway. Parrying, of course. I don't think anyone knows I'm here. And there's no brazier, so I can just kill these guys freely, I guess. Of course. But I mean, at this point, that's to literally be expected, that every time I do something, I'm gonna get a bounty hunter. Oh, this guy's taking a piss. But he didn't die. The other guy was taking a piss. I think that's why he went back there. Realistic guard behaviors. But then they always randomly, like, fly around for some reason. Dead. Okay. Athens' national power is not depleting without losing their treasure. That is a gigantic amount. That's not happening. Killing a couple grunts is not going to hurt them in the slightest, so... Good thing I'm not trying to deplete them. Because I will be here all night trying to make their bar go down. Ah, shit, I didn't loot it. Oh well, oops. Doesn't really matter that much. Apparently right up there, there's also more of this. So... Yeah, it's only 30. It's barely worth more than killing a normal enemy from there. Wait. Why did I not clear this area? No, I did. So you have to be in the area to have it mark as finished. If you leave it, it doesn't mark as finished. So I just gotta chill and not move too quickly.
Is someone trying to get my attention?
Yes. So you draw your weapon, you asshole? Someone's trying to get my attention. I'm drawing my bow. Okay. I wonder if any Assassin's records ever mention Alexios. I wonder, like, how much of this has actually been, like, canon before this game. If at all. Maybe nothing is. This game could be just a glorified fan fiction for all I know. Okay. The good news is if I can make Athens weak, I can make anything weak. Oh, he kind of hit that. Bro, there's water right here on the ground. Just stop, drop, and roll. I mean, even if that wasn't a thing back then, like, just roll in the water. But, dead. Wasn't smart enough, I guess. Ooh! Knife to the heart. Same thing again. He rips it from them with such force, it literally just tosses their body away like a rag doll. Disgustingly. Okay. Well, we have a viewpoint, so maybe I should go grab that. It's actually where I need to go. Just that way we have a teleport.
Goods from all over the Greek world. You wouldn't think the city was besieged by an army of Spartans.
Ah, fuck. Actually, sure, buddy. Let's go. I can't see him. I'm locked. Oops. Feels bad. So you can be spotted while doing the lunge, it seems. Or maybe he just saw his friend. I don't know. What? Yo, he's trying to get the fuck out of here. Aw, what an asshole. Yeah, now you see, this is why I didn't want to fight on this thing. Hit his own teammate. I cannot fucking get... I'm fucking sucking right now. I cannot get rid of this guy at all. You get adrenaline from an arrow shot? I don't know if you do. Yeah, maybe you do. Probably not a lot if you do. Doesn't seem like my bar went up at all.
I see him.
Who's gonna join the fray? Ilios the Bitter? I want to run, dude. I'm just getting pieced up by archers right now. Blocked. Oh, Lord. They can actually freeze you in place. And combo the shit out of you. Yeah, that didn't give me shit, unfortunately. I'm surprised that parrying arrows does not give you anything. That sucks. You'd think that would be like the one thing to give you like a fuck ton of energy. Because it is kind of a hard thing to do since there literally is no weapon to see get prepped. You just have to actually predict it. Fucking hell. Come on. 35% healing now. Yeah, I just think that enemies get too many red attacks. Like, almost every other attack this guy is doing is a fucking red attack. Like, I get you don't just want me to wail on him, but he hasn't really done anything. That was apparently a red attack as well, by the way. He hasn't really done anything to earn using red attacks. He's just literally sat there the whole time. Just waited until I went to attack him and then did it. Like, it's not like it's really on a CD. It's just something that he can do and he will do. Yeah, fucking hell.
They're just going to be a pawn.
I was actually completely rooted in place for that. And there's no dodge penalty in this game. Like, it's not like dodging too much roots you in place. Okay, let's actually kill this guy. Look, he ran over here and he never came back. Okay, let's just dump DPS. This guy should have died like 3 minutes ago.
Stupid flames! Get out!
His stupid flames. But yeah, he didn't really do anything. Like, I think that's my only complaint about the combat. Like, yeah, I'm fucking up parrying, but to be fair, it's kind of really dumb that all enemies have to do is just constantly use red attacks. I think the highlight of this whole playthrough was when I countered a red attack with an ability, and he used a red attack immediately just to get out of it. That was the pinnacle. We were at peak performance at that point. It was like, oh, cool, I actually outplayed him. Nah, I used a red ability, so actually you didn't. Well, it's not undodgeable, but unparryable. Just like, yeah, why not? Again, the game is not hard, but I would like to say at least, okay, well, let's not have them just constantly spam the same move over and over and over again.
We've got no use for you.
Oh wow, that did kill him. I think it crit.
Rather carry a good stout sword to a fight.
Ooh! The one in the throat always gets me. That is some next level, like, pain. Okay, apparently he saw me out of nowhere. He's dead. Got the full combo off of him. Oh, he died. Okay, I was about to say. I actually thought I had outplayed him completely by parrying immediately, but he died, I think, from fire damage. Or he got hit with a backswing. So Pericles is going to hate me, isn't he? For destabilizing the shit out of Athens. I mean, to be fair, I did the same thing to the Spartans in almost every location. pretty much have been equal opportunity. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can't destabilize it. Maybe there literally just is not enough stuff to do normally. Because I pretty much have done, I want to say, maybe almost half of the objectives here. Let's just go do the main story then, since we're right underneath it. Apparently it's over there, but... Oh no, this isn't the main story, this is just a random quest. Well, that works too. I'll do the same. I'll do it all the same, it doesn't matter. Okay. This one Athenian general we're not going to kill. Let's listen to his story.
I
might have a job for you. If you're as good a fighter as I've heard.
You've heard of me?
Don't let it go to your head. I hear about everything that happens in this city, Mystios.
With flattery like that, how could I possibly turn you down?
I'm not
You should know I'm completely fucking your shit up.
I'm trying to hire you. I need some Spartan military targets removed.
I'll help
Okay,
you
sure.
if I can, depending on what it is you need. General...
Demosthenes.
Very good.
My spies tell me the Spartans are mobilizing. What I want you to do is hamstring them. Get into their forts and remove the commanders in charge.
I guess that makes sense.
I'm thrilled you approve.
How many more do I need to do?
You'll need to bring me the seals of the commanders you kill as proof. You'll be amply rewarded.
Those don't seem like standard Athenian tactics.
They're not.
They're not.
But it will
Yeah.
work, and that's what matters. We've already lost too many Athenians to those savages using traditional warfare. The other generals disagree, but I refuse to let them destroy our chances.
What do they want to do?
They want honorable face-to-face warfare, pitting our forces directly against the Spartans. We're not going to win a contest of strength against those brutes. We need to outthink them. So, will you kill the commanders?
All right, I'll take
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've already started doing that.
I might not have approval to deploy our men to do this, but I'm not about to let that stop me.
Okay.
Where can I find them?
The Spartans have been making inroads into Athenian territory, taking over forts that once belonged to us. Make them pay for every inch.
You've told me
Okay,
enough.
that's about
I'll
it.
Get your seals for you, General. Famous Acropolis. A testament to humankind.
Creating opportunity. Spartan seals can be found on Spartan pole marks located in Spartan forts. Namely, what, one right here? Not really sure where else are they? This is an undiscovered leader. Yeah, this is the main story quest. This has nothing to do with that. Well, I guess I'm just going to randomly find a bunch of different forts, and then afterwards I'm going to go grab that and do all that stuff. So let's just climb this and get the viewpoint. The gigantic statue of Athena, of course, had to be a viewpoint. Can you grab onto the shield at all? Not at all. So how do you climb this? Oh, well, randomly you can climb her skirt. Oh, he must love that I'm doing this. This is very respectful. Almost level 23, so I'm getting there. Yeah, might as well just go ahead and do the main story. I guess Pericles is the leader for this area, but I guess you cannot kill him ever because he's part of the story. That wouldn't really make much sense, because what happens... I don't think you could ever surrender Athens to Sparta. I don't think that's possible. Ready? Swan dive? Yep. Perfect form. Absolutely flawless. Alright, here we are.
The Spartans may draw near to our walls, but we must come together now for the glory of Athens. Glory for you!
They're not a fan of him.
Please! Just because the Spartans are near our walls does not mean we can act like them! A good crop! Shame the Spartans burned the fields where it grew! The Parthenon is glorious, Pericles, but at what cost? How many triremes could we have built instead?
We must not become divided!
We are divided, and the Spartans are winning! Act, Pericles, or I will!
Yeah, people love him.
Oh, good.
They want more warfare.
Things are worse than I feared. Cleon has turned the mob. We have to hurry.
Where?
To Pericles.
Okay. Well, it's time to meet him. Yeah, he is the leader, as I suspected. What's up, dude?
Stay back. He's no threat to Pericles. I assure you.
Oh, yes. Keep trusting me on that one.
Let them through.
It's good to see
They didn't stop the fruit from being thrown at him earlier.
I only wish it were under better circumstances. And who's this?
Alexios.
Welcome, Alexios. And what did you think of your first taste of Athens?
I think you and Cleon both made good points.
Yeah.
Good points aren't at all what the crowd seem to care about. They're afraid that Cleon indulged their fear.
Pericles,
Yeah, because democracy won't mean anything if you guys get conquered, which you will.
and speak our words more privately.
fine. We've come to you on urgent business.
As does everybody.
I may have told Alexios you'd invite him to your symposium.
You'd ask me to exclude every Athenian and invite an outsider instead. You heard the crowd. They don't need another reason to hate me.
If he's working for you, maybe the prying eyes will see him as a servant.
I'm no one's servant.
Alexios, this is Athens. If you want something, sometimes you have to play a role.
And what exactly is it that you want?
I'm looking for a woman
I'll be
who's very
truthful.
important to me. Herodotus said a symposium could be useful for gaining information.
He would be correct. I can get you in, although I can't promise the information you seek will be found.
Just tell me what to do.
First, check on my colleague, Ediojos. He was meant to meet me today, and it's not like him to miss an appointment.
Done.
My friend, Phidias, needs
Done
to be
immediately.
as soon as possible.
Anything else?
Yes. There's an ostracism vote taking place that could use your influence.
Okay.
Antiochos. You said he was your colleague?
A politician and ally. He's one of my most loyal friends.
Phidias, the famous sculptor? What did he do exactly?
Yeah, I think we went by a
He's
couple of his
accused
works
of
earlier.
multiple offenses and is awaiting trial. You'll find him under close guard at his workshop.
Ostracism?
Exile is a term you may be more familiar with. Here in Athens, we vote between two people to decide who should leave.
It's between the sophist Anaxagoras and another man on trial for impiety. My contact near the Agora will give you the details.
All
I'll
right,
do it.
let's get to it.
I'll expect you to use discretion.
Yeah, I'm murdering everyone in my path, pretty
That went
much.
well. It isn't exactly an invitation, but the promise of one is just as good. Although I'm sure he'll still ask Aspasia if it's okay.
So long as it comes.
Yeah, nation leaders looking for big rewards. I don't know if you could kill him, though. I mean, I guess you probably can, but what happens if you do kill him and Sparta takes this place? Like, how do you give it back to Athens, if you even can? That'd be fucked up. Yeah, that'd be fucked up. I'm not gonna kill him. He's part of the story anyway. Well, we have For the People, which actually might be something that goes against him, and you might be able to do both sides and do both ways. Let's see. Maybe the Sparta kick. Slow time could be useful. Slow time is more useful in general. Let's get a Ring of Chaos, another rank. Yeah, I think that's fine. Within 5 meters. So we now have multiple quests. But what's Cleon's quest? Probably to go against Pericles.
You there, Mistios. I have something you may be interested in. Here, friend. I saw you talking to my associate, Pericles.
From what I saw, you weren't doing much associating.
That's just politics. Pericles is a good man, a fine man, just not the right man.
That's not what I heard.
From whose lips? His?
I don't know.
He was
Chosen by the people.
Athens is the seat of democracy.
Oh, it is. It's just that the wrong man is sitting in that seat.
Did you
And that is
actually
the
need
most
something,
subjective thing
or
I've
did you
ever
just want
heard.
to educate me on the finer points of democracy.
Pericles is holding parties for the rich and powerful while we're under siege. What I want is for my people to reclaim control. You could help me.
So basically
My
overthrow
services
it.
don't come cheap.
I understand the wills of commerce and the needs of the people. I will pay you handsomely for your services.
And how do you want me
Okay,
to
go
help?
on.
Help Athens, not me. The Spartans howl outside our city walls. Create chaos among their ranks. Make them suffer as we do. Think about it. Will you take my commission and show the Spartans we are not defeated yet?
I have no problem
Sure.
killing Spartans.
Good. Kill their commander, Nabis. Destroy their supplies and return to me with proof of your exploits. Show them that we have teeth too.
I'll get it done.
Trust me.
This guy is having me do a whole bunch of shit.
For you.
Kill the commander, destroy their war supplies, do everything.
This might interest Cleon, and it will give him the proof he wants.
Who the fuck? Is that the guy over there? Marionis the painter. Alright, well, it's time to get down to work. Let's see what we can actually attempt to do here. The Eyes of Cosmos? Okay, I've been working on it. I still haven't found either of these two guys from within this sector. I've been pretty unlucky, so I don't know. I guess it has to be out here. Oh, one's down here. I have a sponsor all the way out here. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, well, I guess we'll kind of mop up Athens then. Just go around and do most of this stuff. I guess you can assassinate Pericles. It must have its own special cutscene and everything, considering he's actually in the story and he's important. He's not just some random Joe Blow that you don't care about. And they, for the first Assassin's Creed that has full-blown choice, they did not hold back. So they were clearly studying up on a variety of games to be able to pull this one off. They are not holding punches. They're not acting, oh, well, it's the illusion of this. No, they went pretty hard. They went pretty strong. Textile workshop. In the textile shop? Oh, you must be high as fuck. What do we even have? Like one or two guys? Yeah, no, the watch will not be vigilant. It's like two dudes. I'm lucky that killed him instantly. I'm incredibly lucky that worked out the way it did. I mean, I would have been able to grab him anyway, but still. Okay. That was a 2-second location. Go here. Dude, this guy is orbiting me super hard. No, he's actually not that close. We're almost at the rough halfway point for levels. Now, obviously... Oh, god damn it, I didn't kill him. The first guy I find is the fucking leader. Just coincidentally. Oh, fuck. Unlucky like that. Well, we basically murdered this guy for free. That in slow motion was pretty crazy. It was this extremely bright light. So I really wonder why I would want to use Vanish then if I have that. Probably not then. Vanish is more of a stun, though. It doesn't really deal damage. Okay. For my next trick, I will wrap around basically the northern part. There's only, what, 6 areas? And what's all this? A venomous encounter, escape from Athens. Oh, this is all the stuff Pericles wanted me to do. So I guess we'll do it all in order as we can get to it. Okay, this horse is being real loony. He's coming, but he's being weird. Okay, this is not going as well as I thought it would. Yeah, I'd have to ride around. There's no faster way. The other thing I could do was maybe climb over the mountain or fast travel and jump down, but both ways would take time. I'm already too committed. But yeah, I wonder if you do the mission for Cleon, which none of the markers for it are on the map, by the way. So I wonder if can you even do those if you've taken out too many Spartan camps? Because it doesn't seem like it checks to see if you've taken out Spartan camps prior to talking to them. So I wonder, maybe it doesn't, because it's a story mission. Because I'm pretty sure on the way here I did maybe a couple forts, a few camps, and so on for Sparta shit.
This area will be well defended.
No, they're not that great. Well, we're all rooting for you, buddy. Yeah, I will find it. And he gave up immediately. Okay. I need to use my fire before I use slow time. Okay, that's it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I can deplete their bar at all. I think you pretty much have to kill Pericles in order to completely deplete it. Unless the national treasure is like worth, I would guess, probably close to 2,000 or something. You probably won't be able to do it that way. I like how I couldn't target him. Yeah, you can't target people through pillars, unfortunately, so if they just happen to be on the other side of a pillar, you pretty much wasted your assassination attempt.
I won't stop until you're dead.
Nice, that was a crit. I must have pretty decent crit chance, because it happens fairly often. Okay, where is it? Nope, so close, but so far. I got a quest item from this. So that's kind of it, since I already did all the stuff on the north part of Athens. I'm just gonna go run back. Oh, shit. I mean, I could kill this guy. I am level 23. I pretty much power leveled most of today. I made a lot of good progress just running around and leveling up. Fortunately, though, I think I'm gonna stop it a little bit. Because I'm gonna go render, go do other stuff. Try to relax a little bit. I'd like to think that tomorrow, to set a little roadmap, tomorrow we can finish up Attica. We can start doing a couple of the islands around the, you know, the general areas, and then we could progress the story maybe a few more chapters, because we've kind of done nothing but side questing for the last 2 or so days, which is not bad. It's just I've been kind of busy, so I haven't been able to play as much as I wanted to. So I think that tomorrow, I think that'll be like a good mixture, as we could do a little bit of that, finish up some of these areas, you know, some of these surrounding areas. It seems like now that we're in like later areas, it's a little bit more sparse. It's not as hectic and cluttered as it was at the beginning.
You must be the one Pericles sent.
I am. He said
Absolutely.
there is an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what I'm for.
If someone is exiled, can they return?
If they do, they'll be punished.
So
What
now,
does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been ostracized for simply being more disliked than the person they're up against.
yeah, sounds like fun.
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before recounting. Take the Ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to rig the
So
ostracism?
we're rigging it.
Pericles
Yeah.
does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag.
Ah, what about
from the vote, I'll
democracy?
take care of the rest.
No one will see me go in or out. Stay here.
Oh, Lord. I have to do it without being seen. Oh, well, I already emptied out the Logismos building. So this won't be that bad. But what I will do is I will quick save before I go in. Because you never know, right? Just like last time, some random dude across the way could sneeze. And while his head jerks back, he sees the end of my fucking kilt or some shit. And then I have to redo it. So, I'm just going to make sure that that doesn't even happen. And if it does, I'm covered. Yeah, but the man at the seat of democracy,
I don't want to be spotted here.
ignoring democracy. It's almost kind of poetic in a way. Let's quick save. Yep, everyone's still dead. So like I said, doing stuff ahead of time always works out in my favor so far. It's when I don't do stuff ahead of time that it kind of becomes like a, well, you done fucked up moment. Because I cleared out this whole area, I can run around and do whatever I want. And I cleared it out at a moment where it wouldn't fail, or nothing would go wrong.
That should do it.
Alright,
I should let Pericles' contact know.
easy. Oh, look at this dude sprinting.
This will be an easy bag.
Instant. Yeah, that one axe swipe is literally instant. Oh, look, he can do this too. Ah, of course. The one time I tried to do it, it was a fucking undodgeable. unblockable, or yeah, unparryable, I should say. Okay, let me get the full combo. Now you know they're about to fuck me up for like for getting that much shit. Nope, cancel. So you know you're playing an Ubisoft game. Big numbers flying out of this dude. He's perfectly fine. Only Ubisoft and Borderlands do shit like this. And soon to be Anthem, I guess. Dude is getting slashed the fuck up. Torn to ribbons and is just standing there and just taking it. Okay. Wait, hello? Thank you. Well, let me talk to him. Helping the father of democracy rig the democratic vote. Sounds like a fun time.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
The votes have been tallied.
All the dead bodies outside mean nothing.
People have decided that Anaxagoras should be ostracized from Athens.
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do,
Socrates!
be firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to defend him.
Would Pericles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result. This day has brought more questions than answers.
Oh, and he loved his
You
questions.
said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition through our conversations.
Who are you?
They gave him a
Ask
rockin'
anyone
beard.
and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
I know the price
I'm a
of
mercenary.
actions. I have to as a mercenary.
That simple piece of information tells me more about you than your name ever could. Explaining oneself must be carefully done.
Explaining myself would take more time than I have.
Then let us focus on a single recent event. Tell me, as a mercenary, is there anything you wouldn't do?
No, everyone has
Because
a
I'm
line.
mercenary doesn't mean I'll do anything.
Even if the pay was more than adequate for the task?
Even then,
What if you were offered something you desperately needed, something you couldn't get anywhere else? Would you move this line you made for yourself?
Oh, don't make me think thought-provoking shit about myself. I don't know. Because who knows? You never know until you get there is the correct answer. So you either double down here and you never know what happens in the future, which could force it to move for the right reason, or you say your line could move, which basically makes the last statement null and void.
my
I don't
line
know.
has moved countless
We'll stick
times
with
since I was
this.
a child,
Sounds
but
cooler.
it still exists.
And will likely move again if what you say is true.
It may.
I
You
won't
are
deny
clearly
that,
someone
yeah.
who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for Drachmi, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That is
I think you kind of got railroaded into this no matter what you pick.
I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
I did what I was asked to do.
And your needs are greater than those of the man you helped ostracize. Still, you raise a fine point. Who is more responsible? Anaxagoras for getting himself mixed up in this? Or you, for simply sealing his fate?
I don't know. Who holds the smoking gun?
Fine. I'm more responsible. But I did it because I have one concern. Myself.
Then I hope you also think about today. About Anaxagoras, about choice.
Socrates, there you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know.
That's cool, man. To have him in the game, that's pretty lit. I gotta give them that. This is like old school Assassin's Creed, where we have all these really cool and influential and unique people in the game. And they all they all play some role in it. Which is the one thing I really like about Assassin's Creed. I mean, we have it in every game, but I mean, come on. There's very few names that are more well known than Socrates, if you want to talk about Greece. Ancient Greece specifically. There's a couple names that get thrown, but his is one of the bigger ones. It's like meeting Machiavelli in Assassin's Creed 2, or Da Vinci, actually, would be a better one. I mean, come on, it's Leonardo da Vinci. I mean, I couldn't think of almost anyone bigger from that time. Those two are basically summarized that whole time period by themselves.
Stay out of sight.
You can't. It sucks. You can't grab that. You can't. He lost the jump backwards ability. Ah, shit. Die. Okay, so that parry hit, it stuns me, but it does still deal damage to them. Damn, he caught it with his arm. Ow. I did it again, by the way. I like how using flaming weapons turns this into a gigantic flame circle that you can summon. Ah, here we go. Come on. Get over here. A guy can pray, right? He wasn't even the actual guy from here. So I guess the name guys are here just one for challenge and two to give you extra shit for like if you recruit them. But I'm not recruiting anyone right now. Okay. I think the last time I was involved in anything like this, it was the Stoics. I was reading. I remember that was something I had to do a lot of in a class once. For the people. What? Oh, it's at this camp in particular. Is it? Let's just kill them. Yeah, okay, so that's why I couldn't find them before. Because this is like their big major camp. They got three different camps, basically. Okay. It's not what I wanted. Ah, poor guy. He's gonna have that slow death.
You're trespassing.
Ah, shit. No, relax. It's all clear. Damn straight. Yeah, I love that. It's basically an instant fire attack. Oh shit. Fuck me. And I hate that. I have the worst luck. Get the fuck out of here. Good thing 1 or 2 hits doesn't really do much. So now he's covered in red, but it looks like that flash is white. I'm never gonna risk it, but I really do wonder if it is actually a parryable attack, that second one. Because he does flash red, but his axe glows white. Oh shit, I forgot about that follow-up. Yeah, see, it looks like he can get hit there, and it looks like he's recoiling, but he's totally not. I'll try that one time, just to see. It won't kill me, I don't think. This won't be that time, but I'll do it eventually. Feels bad.
You won't get away.
Bye. Yeah, I guess these are all 3 separate military camps. There you go, buddy. He slams him to the ground. Okay.
Scared in their homes. They won't come and fight us.
Ah, he didn't. He did. Oh yeah, no, he died. Can't parry this. Yeah, if I'm in the middle of a heavy like that, I just have to try to dodge because there's no way to parry that. Okay, he swung past me. Oh fuck. Ah fuck. Surprised he didn't die just for being thrown like that. He's still like rolling around. Alright, Sonic. Did I miss anything back here? Since I have basically ruined this whole portion of the camp. Okay, you can make a break for it, dude, but alright. He's just gonna chill.
I'm sad I have to kill you, but that's how this works.
Yeah, it's really hard to get the frontal attack like that. Oh look, it's we're finally gonna fight Nyx the Flash. Interrupt. Okay.
I knew I'd find him.
She can transition in and out of her bow into her blades. Pretty interesting. So it's almost like a feint. Like you think that she's gonna. Oh wow! I'm surprised that hit me. You think that she has a. Apparently she has animals too. You think she's gonna do one thing and then she just immediately switches it up to a completely different one. Okay, free kill.
Away, child of Hephaestus! Done! Get out! Out!
Child of Hephaestus, yeah, the tiger. Or the lion. Here we go. She must have been important, I have to confirm it. No, you know why? Because she's a unique, that's why. She's a unique mercenary. I think there's a couple of them that just spawn and they just generally do not disappear. Alright, we'll put on the heavy bow. What else can we use here? Harvest Scythe. Just equip the best stuff that I can, I guess. Why not? At least stuff that gives reasonable stat increases, too. Apparently I've been collecting a whole bunch of shit and I've not really upgraded any of it. Plus 3 seconds burning duration is actually not bad. The 1 second one is kind of meh. Like it's not really that ridiculous, but the 3 seconds is actually not bad. I know I didn't put it on, but that might be something worth investing into later. Now, these are the 2 captives. That's 1. That's 2. Okay. Everything I need is around here. Okay, free the prisoner. Now they just run around like crazy for no reason. Yeah, it doesn't. You're right. Oh shit! Alright, this guy means business. Okay, never mind. Pretty much gets dominated up against the tent. He gets stuck between the fucking tent and the table and he can't move. Alright, that's one of the pole mark symbols that I needed. Alright, so that's one of the things I needed to do. Now, who knows where the other ones are? Alright, what's this? I already did that one. Apparently there's something back here I didn't get. Oh, that's still this one, that's right. Burning the supplies was good, but it's really this which actually will let me complete the area. Okay. Let's go back, I guess. We'll turn this in. I think I'll call it here, just because it's getting late. Well, no, like I said, it can be interrupted. It's just you have to use an ability. It's more those very quick or delayed white silhouette attacks, and just all the reds that get thrown constantly. You are shit out of luck, man. But yeah, this session has gone on too long. I usually don't record 5 hours because once you reach a certain point, it begins to get a little bit ridiculous and a little bit unwieldy to try to render. So let's turn this in real quick, and then we'll clock out. No fall damage. Perfect form, by the way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's never gonna get old. As I said, you wish the old school assassins could do that. Must have them completely jelly.
You've returned. Did you bring the proof I asked for?
I think this might interest you. I took it from the commander after I killed him.
Oh, you only needed one. Oh no, you needed more. Okay. That was another quest, I think.
Know what it's about?
What do you mean?
Your reaction betrayed you.
Yes. The man mentioned in this note was on important business for Athens.
Why was the messenger trying to get to Mytilene?
He was to help distribute supplies to the people there, to help them against their oppressors.
Who is this man to you? You look concerned.
He was only an aide. It was his mission that was important.
I hope this proves I can be trusted to get the job done.
Proved you're competent, yes. Trusted. You did read the note.
I had to make sure it was proof
Did
of
I?
what I did. It could have been anything.
A good point. And because of this, I have another task for you.
Yeah, that is true.
I need you to find my messenger, Yerimos.
This was the messenger from the note.
Yes, it's imperative Yerimos is freed and reaches the ship. I've read it for him.
Okay.
Where's the ship I need to take him to?
For now, it's safer you don't know. Once you find him, he will tell you.
Tell me about this
Who is
messenger
he?
of yours.
He's of no significance, but his mission is find him so he can...
He's not gonna give me any info. There's no point
Where
shaking
should I
this
look
man
for
down.
Yerimos?
If the Spartans have him, he'll be in the old quarry. I have...
Oh, good, good, good.
Holding all their prisoners there.
It's probably where
Don't
at least
worry.
one of the
I'll
dudes
get
are.
this Yerimos of yours to the ship.
Alright. Well, I'm still gonna stop here though, just because I've been playing for a long time. And He Who Stops will be what I start off with tomorrow, maybe after I clean up the rest of Athens.